do it. Heck, I can sit on my couch, I can watch 5 channels and Google my brains out all at the same time. It's very impressive, and it's safe. But multitasking while you're driving, using your cell phone or texting, that's not impressive. That's, what's the word I'm looking for here? Dumb. It's also illegal, so don't do it. Anything that takes your eyes off the road increases your chance of crashing. When it comes to driving, it's eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, my friends. It's the law.
A change of shoes can change a life. Big Brothers Big Sisters Bowl for Kids' Sake. Find out how you can join in the fun and the fundraising at bowlforkidsake.ca.
After a night out with your friends, not having a plan for a safe ride home can leave you in a bad spot. You could end up riding in a police car, an ambulance, or this other mode of transportation which will not be taking you home. Your plan for a safe ride home can include a taxi, a designated driver, or public transit. I'm Police Chief William Blair asking you to choose your ride, drink responsibly, and always have a plan for a safe ride home.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
Psst, over here. Have you heard? TV Kojiko has a great new site dedicated to you and your community. You can post your pictures, community events. You can even shoot and upload your own videos. With tvkojiko.com, you could be a star, like me. Want to know when your favorite show is on? With tvkojiko.com, it's all right in front of you. Access tvkojiko.com and take community TV to another level.
You're watching Hauntline. We're here in the studios with Glenda Foster. She's a Wiccan Reverend. If you have a question for us tonight locally in Peterborough area, you can call us at 705. Sorry guys, now you have to use the area code. 705-742-8255. If you live outside of the Peterborough area, you can call us at 1-866-483-3301. Give us a call. You've still got some time to get in. Perhaps you're interested in having Glenda do a mini reading for you. It won't be very deeply impersonal on TV, but Glenda says she'll take questions if you have a question of a spiritual nature or something to do with your life. Feel free to give us a call tonight. We've only got about another 30 minutes to go. But right now we're going to go to Patricia in Sarnia. Hello, Patricia. Thanks for calling.
Hi. I had a question for you. In the past, I have got a feeling that, maybe Glenda can explain this. In the past, I had a feeling that I was floating upon falling asleep.
Yes. You were definitely astral traveling. Yes. Is that sorry, I'm stuttering here. Is that that's how you can always tell when you're astral traveling? Is that when you feel like you're falling, or when you're starting to float, you're just starting to leave the body? Most definitely.
Oh, and what does that mean? Like I go elsewhere, or?
Is that what it means is that when the body goes into the sleep state, it always goes into the astral. So is that as you started to float, it's just sort of setting your intent where it is that you like to go, or asking your guides and guardians before you go to sleep that to take you to different places, or what you'd like to learn, or giving it more direction, and then your body will go there most definitely. Because as they say that in the astral, that with our archaic records, the halls of knowledge is that it's another platform of study, most definitely. The ancient Egyptians used to say that they would go from the sleep state into the from the wake state into the sleep state, and there wouldn't be any difference between the two, because it would be continual learning. And
now, is this something perhaps, Patricia, that you want to develop, or do you have a little bit of hesitation about it?
I haven't had it for a long time. I used to have it quite some time ago. It hasn't really happened since because of health problems.
Okay.
So I don't usually get it now. So I just was wondering what it was. I didn't know exactly what it was.
Yeah, that's possible. Have you ever had that feeling like you jolt in your body?
No, it just felt like I was being floated. I was being floating or elevating from my bed.
Yes.
That's when just before I was going to fall asleep. But I was never jolted like that. The only time now that I get that is I do suffer, nightmares. So.
Well, that's no good. Well, be cautious in anything you pursue going into the paranormal or an area that you're unsure of. I don't know of anybody that really teaches astral projection. I'm sure there's some gurus, or there must be some school of study on it. I'll be honest, like I was talking about my experiences when I was probably 17, 18, and I shut it down because it became scary the higher I would go. And I'm definitely I'm an observer, and if I have a paranormal experience, and I become very watchful, and so I was very much aware I was floating higher up. I left the Earth's atmosphere, and I thought, well, what if I don't get back? And I shut that down. I know there are beings out there astrally, because I work with cases where people have had astral projection, and they've brought back some beings that weren't very friendly, perhaps. Is that have you ever heard of that yourself?
Yes, with attachments,
Yep.
different attachments. There is a school in Toronto, and it's the Mystic Web, it's called, and it is on Yonge Street, and they will teach you how to astral travel. It's
Okay.
Absolutely incredible, the school. And that through the computer, if you type in the Mystic Web, they have astral projection courses, they have all different things. It's just incredible.
Okay. So you think that that's okay to do it over the web rather than, going into a classroom setting?
It would be wonderful to go into a classroom setting, but they do have the actual videos that they take you through, and they continue to talk you through it. But a class setting would be amazing.
Okay. Well, thanks for calling, Patricia. Do you have anything else for us tonight?
Yes, I don't know if she will answer this question, but it's okay if she doesn't want to. I was just wondering if she sees me moving out of this area anytime soon.
I do see a lot of change with you, most definitely. I can see that the confusion and turmoil that's sort of going on right now is
Pardon?
that
I can't understand you.
you're going through a lot of change right now. I do see I do see strong direction for you. Is that that with your discernment and whatnot right now, is that bottom line? Yes, I do see a change for you. I'm seeing more towards the summer. Is that with you looking and planning? Is that now that you've put the thought into action? Most definitely. Is that I do see your move for you.
Oh, so okay, so I'll be moving out of this area in the near future.
Yes, I see more the summer months.
Pardon?
I see more the summer months.
Oh, in the summer months.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Patricia. Okay, let's go to Jimmy on line 12. Jimmy, thanks for calling. Hello, Jimmy.
Thank you for having me on the line.
Yes, Jimmy.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Jimmy. We've got you live.
Thank you very kindly. I was wondering, can you explain to me about the witchcraft thing? Because a lot of my Christian friends now are blogging, and they're gonna. I have some people that I mean, I'm not judging, but I was just curious. Can you try to explain to me why so many people have the negative connotation? Like I'm online right now, and there must be 20 people that say they're going to picket Kojiko for having this, and I said, no. Well, let's just get to the bottom of this. I mean, I want to know what because they're thinking it's a part of the occult and devil worship and all this stuff, and I'm like, let's try and get the opinion on. And I feel bad that they're so angry, but I thought I'm going to phone in. I'm going to see why is there such a negative connotation with this white witch?
I think you're right, Jimmy. It's a great question, because there's a lot of people that just don't have the information or the knowledge about it, and they have a lot of fear. And so if they don't understand something, instead of trying to understand it, they strike out at it, it seems. But there's nothing to be fearful of with Wicca. It's a natural way of life.
It's just a way of life. It's that with all of the old study, as they were talking about, it's just development of self. It's working with energies. It's becoming aware of the animals and plants, and that is just development of self. Is that as they were saying that with all the old words, that which means healer, and psychic means soul, and that even that I know that with all of the old sayings, when they were talking about the fear of a spell, well, all a spell is that it's making a wish, it's making your intent. That's all it is. And so they have all the old names, and that I know that even when they say witchcraft or witch, it's not that. Is that it's part of your spirituality. It's development of self. There's nothing demonic about it. It's that it's becoming aware of you. And that is with anybody. It's that mentally, physically, and spiritually is developing yourself, becoming aware of yourself, making yourself a better person, and that understanding universe, understanding every, and that becoming one with it. So with that, there's nothing.
Sort of Hollywood's unfortunate interpretation.
Exactly.
Yeah, if anybody just wants to go to the library and pick up a book on Wicca, that'll answer their questions. There's no devil worship at all. So we just want to, rest assured that there's no devil worship involved with it. It's totally not in that way. And there's a lot of misinformation out there, and nothing to be afraid of.
No.
Yes, because you had my friends worried, and I just thought I'd phone in and rest assure them there's no, putting cats on on stakes and all that other stuff. I mean, I'm sorry, that's just perception of people. They're blogging all this silly stuff, and it's like, no.
No. Well, thanks for calling, Jimmy. We got to move on, though.
I do appreciate it. Thank you very kindly.
Take care. Okay, we're going to move on to Rod. Good evening, Rod.
Yeah, how are you?
Very good, and you, sir? Do you have a question for Glenda or myself?
I'm a paranormal guru, and I watch all the shows on TV.
Thank God.
Ghost Hunter and
Hauntline.
Paranormal State and Most Haunted. And is there ones that I should maybe steer clear of that isn't as...
Well, I'm going to stay away from that topic. I have a few that I don't like, but one I do like somewhat. I like Ryan from Paranormal State, and I like their team approach. It's very good. It's refreshing. They have a psychologist on their crew. I don't like demonologists. I don't like people that, that's their first thing. It's like you got a ghost, they're calling it a demon.
Yeah.
That's misinformation again. And a lot of these shows, again, they sex it up. Okay?
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing a talk show on the paranormal, on ghosts. And I'm not trying to be sexy. Look at me. I barely shave. It's just factual information because, I've been doing this enough. Ghosts are real. When you get into the world of the paranormal, I was thinking of this just tonight, and I was talking with Glenda about it. I'm taking some psychic development workshops myself. And what happens as you start becoming aware of the paranormal and other realms, other dimensions, etc., you start realizing before we really are only using 10% of our brain, but once you start becoming more aware of things, you all of a sudden are more aware of more information, and you really feel you start using more of your brain, I think. But back to shows to watch. Paranormal State is one that was okay. I watched a bit of Ghost Lab on Discovery. I had no concerns with them. They seem like they've got good intentions in their investigations.
How about Ghost Hunters?
Ghost Hunters, it kind of upsets me because I know when I do an investigation, I don't like being called a ghost hunter. I prefer a ghost researcher or haunt scene investigator, because when you're investigating, you don't go in like ghost hunters and you're there one night you set up your equipment, and then you leave. If you don't have any ghostly activity, they say there's no ghosts here, and then they're off.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, but it takes sometimes, it might take 5